good day to you, and I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. This is Theo Flove, by the way, and you're watching the Adventure of Appreciation Advent Calendar. Today is going to be a really short video, simply because I don't have time. So today you are going to do most of the work. You don't have to listen a lot. You get music now. Funny, huh? 6 o'clock, middle of Oslo, 6 p.m. This is the big thing. No, Rådhuset, like a public official house. Today I'm going to give you one question that has two parts, and I want you to hear the full question before you sit down and ponder upon it and spend this moment. Give yourself at least a couple of minutes and you will get the value from this. I will end this video by giving you some real life examples of what answers may be to this question. This is a self-discovery journey. It is to evolve you by using you and the questions you may ask yourself. So first, today we are going to move from darkness into light, and we're going to do that via memories. So what I want you to do is to remember a time, and it may be the same time as you have remembered in past videos. But find a moment, a dark patch of your life that is over now, it's no more, but there was a period of your life where you overcame something that was very troublesome at the time. That's the first part of the question, to identify this period of your life. It can be in relation to, financial troubles, health situations, relational situations, even an academic failure of some sort that went on into you, or some psychological troubles. So identify one part of your life that has been. It is no longer. And the next part is, do you remember the way you overcame that? Something that has passed. So we're talking about a past scenario that was a challenge at the time. And now you are looking back and you're like, yeah, that's no problem anymore. I totally dealt with that. It is totally resolved. Now, you may have a few situations coming up in your mind while you do this exercise. You can pick any one you want, but I suggest you pick one where you had something direct to do with the resolution of the situation. So, for me, for example, here are the examples. If we were to talk about health, I went through cancer, lymphatic cancer, and I had a lot of relational challenges with that situation because I had very wonderful people around me, people I love, who wanted me to make choices that wasn't in resonance with me at the time. So that was a really huge distraction in life, because all my attention went to this situation where people told me I was going to die if I didn't do what they say I should do. That was a challenge. So now I identified the dark patch. The next part would be to actually identify what helped. And what helped was, for me, to begin to listen to myself more than others. It was when I began to honor myself, and I realized it's okay to be fucking shot down by others. It's just in the mind. Today you don't get arrows through your heart. Is a very uncommon situation. Some of you may live in this, disturbing areas, but you have probably survived for at least 20 years of your life, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years of your life. So you have survived all of that. So you see, most problems are only in the mind, and solutions are not of the same frequency. They're not the same way of thinking. As Einstein said, or is supposed to have said, you can't solve anything with the same mentality that you created it with. So if you have a problem, you have to switch your mentality. And what I want you to do today is to notice what type of mentality. These are beautiful, by the way, don't you think? Quite fascinating. What I want you to do is to identify, and pardon me for distracting you here, Is it okay? You can shut me off anytime you want and do this exercise. You got what you need now. But let me give you one last example. And pardon me for being brief during this video. I would love to have more humor, joy, fun, but I am a little bit distracted because I have food waiting on me in a store right over there called Fragrance of the Heart. And I have to pick it up within the next 5 minutes. Yeah. Yes. So a last example. I used to have financial troubles. And I remember one day I was sitting in the bathroom and I was just being in that room. And I had such a tremendous pain in my stomach and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. And it was excruciating. It was really not a pleasant experience. Nothing happened in the digestive system. It was just a really tough, hard, like pain in the stomach. And I asked myself, why am I creating this? Why am I feeling this? What am I doing that is creating this pain? Because I don't really believe that much things are physical. I believe in the psychosomatic. So for me, this was the right question. And I looked and looked and looked inside my mind. And finally, I realized, oh my God, I have prioritized money above happiness. And as soon as I had the realization that I had actually, at one point in my life, tried to prioritize monetary gain above joyful living and harmonious relationships, as soon as I had that realization that my priorities were a little wrong, the pain went instantly away. I sat up, I felt great, and I was so happy that I could do this just by one insight, asking the right questions and getting the insight I needed. When it comes to money, that's no trouble anymore. I've begun to feel good regardless of how my financial situation is. And I've begun to be impassioned by contributing to society through videos like this, through talking to people one-on-one, through sharing what I consider my gift, which is I will ask you the right questions so you will get to the point where you have the realizations you need to take the next step in your life. And that is what I love doing now. I have so much more energy because I know what I want to do for the world and for myself. So money is never a problem anymore. And I think it will never be, because my entire mentality around it has switched into a abundance mentality. You know, if I have lack, I have an abundance of lack. If I have huge amounts of money, I have an abundance of amazing amounts of money. So figure out what mental switch you did to get to the next step, out of darkness, out of trouble. It can be as easy as just one realization. That's it for now. My name is Theo Flove. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to pick up my food and enjoy some delicious Fragrance of the Heart food. Good day.